Hey guys, Rolliat or Taylor here, and today I'm back with another Division 2 video. And today I'm going to go over 5 things you might have missed while everything and anything the Division 2 was dropping. We had so much information to take in, and I feel that a lot of people have missed some really cool things. So that's exactly what we're going to do today, go over 5 things I feel that you might have missed. Now this is in no particular order whatsoever. So at number 5, we're going to start with armor kits. If you hadn't realised, medkits have now been replaced with something called an armor kit, and this is because agents now have an armor bar above their health bar, and the NPCs will first have to get through this before they do damage to the actual agent. But do keep in mind, once your armor is gone, you're going to take a lot of damage. Your armor can only be refilled or replaced over time, so whilst you are holding down that directional button on your D-pad to replace it, you're going to want to make sure you're in cover and not in the line of sight, because if you get shot it's going to cancel that animation and you'll have to start again. But like I said, you're going to take a lot of damage if you don't have any armor, so whilst you're trying to replace your armor plate, the situation could turn deadly very fast. Next up at number 4 is all to do with NPC's movement. This can be a tricky one to spot, and it definitely startled me the first time I noticed it. Whilst I was playing the live demo at E3, I was being shot but I didn't know where from. Turns out one of the NPC snipers was laying prone in the grass, and it was a lot more difficult than you would think to actually spot him out. And it took me a couple of seconds to figure out what was going on, because in the Division 1 we don't have anything like that. As well as that, they seem more realistic in the way that they move. They can flank and they seem to use cover a lot more than the first game. It could just be me looking for these things, but that's definitely how it felt when I was playing it. Number 3, and this one's about attachments, and more specifically the extended magazine. It now doesn't have a ridiculous amount of bullets in it, and it's not a percentage anymore. So instead of having 121% extra ammo, it's now going to be plus 20 rounds or something similar to that. As well as that, weapon mods aren't a lootable item, they're now unlocked during the game. So your inventory isn't going to be filled up with hundreds of mods and only using 3 or 4 of them. A great change, something I'm really looking forward to messing around with a lot more. Now number 2 is about civilians and the settlements. We don't know too much about this, but what we do know is that after each mission or possible side missions, you can give supplies to these civilians and they'll take it back to your settlement. Now what they do with those supplies, we're not too sure, but it could act as a way to upgrading that settlement and making it a safer place, or making the surrounding area a safer place. Either way, I'm really excited to see how this plays out, and it's definitely a big change to what we currently have, that being the base of operations. Now I'm going to speculate a little bit here. It would be cool if we had a few mini settlements around the map instead of something similar like the current base of operations. Like I said, we don't know too much about it, but it has popped up in a couple of the gameplay trailers and a couple of the gameplay walkthroughs by various other creators. Now finally, I've been saving this one because this one gets me so excited. In one of the first gameplay walkthroughs we see, they meet up with one of their squad members in the sinkhole. Now, she actually walks out of what looks like an underground pipe or an underground tunnel, and goes on to mention that there's a lot of loot down there. And I thought I'd highlight that it is actually a contaminated area as well. Now it just gets me so excited for this game, because we know how the Division 1 had a lot of underground subway systems, because that is what Manhattan's known for. But what's DC or Washington known for? Well, not only does it have an underground system just like Manhattan, it also has a lot of underground tunnels that link different political buildings together, as well as evac routes. Now if you're like me, I loved spending my time in the underground and the underground systems in the base game of the Division. So if we're going to be able to do similar in the Division 2, then count me in. That's where you're going to find me most of the time, and you're probably going to find me lost down there. There you have it guys, my 5 things you might have missed in the Division 2 reveal. I know it's a little bit of a different video and I don't often do these, but if you did like it, then please let me know by either leaving a comment or by clicking that like button. And if you're new around here and want to stay up to date with all the things in Division 2, then please make sure to subscribe. But as always, thank you so much for taking your time out of the day to watch this, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.
Back to West.